What's up? I am Chemical, and this is Goodwill Gone Wild, episode 7. I think it's 7. Should be 7. And I've got stuff. First thing, we'll get this boat anchor out of the way. I picked up another original Xbox. This was $10, which is about as much as I care to spend on an Xbox. And I've got one back there on my shelf already anyway. So yeah, and what really sold me on picking this one up, and you can see the screw holes are open. I opened it up and cleaned the bands on the disc tray. And what sold me on picking that up is the day before I found that, I was in a different Goodwill store and found a set of AV cables for $1. And I thought that Gary Voigt needed a set of cables, so I went ahead and picked them up. They were only $1. And then after I got them, I found out he didn't need cables. Well, luckily, next day, $10 at a different store. I found the console. Brought it home. Disc tray wouldn't open, but I almost knew that was going to happen. Same thing that happened with my other one. My son has decided that he wants to be a guest in the video. You know, show your yo-yo? Show your yo-yo to the camera. Hold it up. See it? Where'd you get that?
You get that from Goodwill.
You got it from Goodwill. See, he's got his own little Goodwill haul. So once I got the Xbox opened up, it's about 50-50 on them. Sometimes you get games, sometimes you don't. This time I did. Ooh. This is Sid Meier's Pirates. It was in there. It's really clean. I tried to play it for a while. I don't know, maybe half an hour. My wife was watching me. She was like, well, this doesn't look as good as the other pirate game. She was talking about Black Flag. Well, no. Sid Meier's Pirates on Xbox isn't going to look as good as Black Flag on PlayStation 4. And he's building a tower with Xboxes and stuff. So yeah, got the Xbox, got the game, got the AV cords. A few days before that, I picked up this. This is AGS 101 Game Boy Advance backlit. Pretty pink. It's pretty messed up. And I don't know if you can see, but there's marks on the screen. I knew the screen would be bad before I even got it, but it was only $3. It was $2.99, and it wouldn't turn on. And I just figured, battery's probably dead. I have a battery charger here at the house, so for $3, I went ahead and picked it up, brought it home, put it on the charger. Let it charge for a while, turned it on, power's on, but the screen's jacked. I already knew that was going to happen, but I figured for that price, it may be a good project. But I know the board and everything's good because let me pop this game in. This is Kirby's Dream Land. You still don't get any video. There should be audio. So I know the board's good. I'm going to get a new screen for it, new shell for it. And we're going to make it work. I don't know what happened to this thing. I mean, it looks like it was just drugged through gravel and stuck under a car or something. I don't know. Hold on, bub. So anyway, we got that. This is going to be a project.
Play with that.
You can't play with that right now because the screen's messed up. Before I get into any of the games, I also picked up this for $1. This is a Nintendo DS case. Got slots in there for 3 games and a little elastic strap for the system. I've thought about trying to pick up a DS Lite, and if I do, That's what this will go in. This actually, my phone fits in here perfect, but I'm not going to carry my phone's in a case. I'm not going to put it in a case. Um, and same store, I picked up that for $1. I picked up this, which is a McDonald's toy from 2004. The Sega is what grabbed my eye, but you got Shadow on there. That was 49 cents. And I also picked up this. And I've looked at this like 3 or 4 times. The last few times I've gone in that store, I've held this. I've opened it up, turned it on. Um, just like this one. I don't know if you can see it, but it works. And this one's the same way. It also works. Not that the screen's big enough for me to see anything on there, but those both work. I thought they were cool. So a little Crash Bandicoot McDonald's toy and a little Shadow the Hedgehog McDonald's toy for 49 cents a piece. And we have my son in the background swinging a broom around. He'll probably hit me with it here pretty soon. Also picked up Cool Borders 4, Greatest Hits for the PS1. I remember playing the Cool Borders games when they were new. That may be the last time I played a Cool Borders game. Also picked up Rascal for the PlayStation 1. I'd never even heard of this. I tried to play it. The controls are just... It's kind of hard to explain. A lot of you guys probably know that when PlayStation made the transition from the D-pad to the DualShock 1, it took a while for them to get it figured out as far as the 3D part goes. So this is one of those games like the first Tomb Raider, pretty much, where you have to turn a direction and move forward. You can't just use the stick to aim. You basically have to turn a direction and move. So that kind of ruins the game for me, but it's another one for the collection. I ended up in Ohio last weekend. I live in eastern Indiana. I'm about a half an hour east of Indianapolis. I actually grew up on the southwest side of Indianapolis. But we decided that our zoo was horrible and we were going to take the kids to the zoo in Columbus, Ohio. Well, we got about halfway and my wife had a kidney stone attack. So we ended up spending half the day in an emergency room in Dayton, Ohio. And that pretty much shot the zoo trip. So we just kind of messed around Dayton, went to the Air Force Museum, and I was going to hit some Goodwills there. And I hit one. She wasn't into it, obviously, but she had Percocet, so she was good to just kick back and enjoy the ride. So I went into one Goodwill in Dayton, and it has to be the worst Goodwill I've ever been in my life. We were all thirsty. They didn't even have a cooler. I don't know how your guys' Goodwills are, but all our Goodwills, they have coolers right up by the register where you can get your 20-ounce drinks, and they got candy and all kinds of stuff. Well, this one was downtown Dayton, Ohio, and it was just a rinky-dink little thing, and they had some games in the showcase, which is a tip-off that they are probably going to be overpriced. And they had NCAA, I think it was a basketball game for PlayStation 2, and then they had a football game for Xbox. And then they had 2 GBA games that were some kind of bullshit. They were actually sealed, but they wanted like $6 a piece for them, and I'm not into handhelds enough to pay $6 for some girl dress-up game. So anyway, we cut Dayton off right there and jumped on I-70 and back to Indiana. I'm flashing a little porn there. So if you're coming from I-70 from Dayton, Ohio into Indiana, the first town you hit is actually a city, is Richmond. We jump off in Richmond. because Mama's Percocets had kicked in again. She was feeling all right. So we jump off at Richmond, and I run into the Goodwill in Richmond and make a nice little pickup. Uh, got Final Fantasy X, Greatest Hits. It is complete. I paid, I believe, $5 for that. I think it was $4.99. I don't even know how to pronounce this. Suikoden 4. Uh, as far as I can tell, it's another like turn-based RPG type thing, which is actually, I guess, the more sought after than Final Fantasy X. But it is case cover and disc only, no manual. That one was also $5. And I think this Goodwill's checking their prices on stuff because those 2 games were $5. These other 3 games I picked up were $2.99. Yep. See? There's a price tag. Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater, no manual. And I picked up Medal of Honor Frontlines and Medal of Honor Rising Sun. This one is actually one I already had. The one in the black case. I had a bunch of Connect cases. Here's the backstory on this real quick. I had a bunch of Connect cases. People were looking for PlayStation 2 cases. I don't care that much about having the original case, so I switched a bunch of my games out. Anyway, I found these 2 games, and they were also $2.99 a piece. And I knew that I had one of them, but I couldn't remember which one. So I went ahead and bought them both, and this is the one that I already had. The other one that I actually picked up with this one is in my car. It's going to go to a buddy of mine. So yeah, picked up those, $3 a piece. And I think that is all for the Goodwill pickups. I will show this though. I got these in the mail, and I started a contest. It was like a month ago, and it just got messed up. There was a lot of things that went bad. My uncle died unexpectedly, and that just messed everything up. So I believe I've got somewhere around 20 entrants in a contest, and I'm just going to draw from those names, and somebody's going to win one of these. Because I've got 2 of them. And these are the Legend of Zelda, what is it, A Link to the Past, I think, the poster sets from Club Nintendo. 500 points. Most of those came from GameStop dumpster diving, but yeah. So one of those 20-ish people will get drawn to win one of these sets of posters. I haven't even opened either one. I don't even know what I'm going to do with the other one yet. I kind of want to hang them up, but then again, I don't even want to open the tube. I don't know. So, like I said, one of them I'll be giving away. Hell, I may end up giving them both. Yeah, so I mean that's it for now. I don't really find stuff consistent enough to do like GameStop dumpster dive videos, but since I got this right here, I did pick this up in a GameStop dumpster. This is a console box, not a display box, and it's kind of heavy. I'm like, there's not a Wii in there. It's probably just manuals and a Wii stand. And I opened it up, and my posters fell over. Opened it up, and I was right. It's manuals and a Wii stand and the inserts. So if anybody has a Wii that they want to box up, let me know, and I can send this your way. And I also picked up PlayStation 3 Super Slim, super cheap console box. These things are junk. Don't buy these. Buy a used Slim or one of the Fat Boys, one of the original PS3s. Don't buy these. These are junk. I'm just telling you, they're junk. And really, that's about it. Well, I did get a Field Destroyed, Resistance 3 for PS3 out of the GameStop dumpster. And instructions and stickers for iPhone 5. So, GameStop finds been getting lean lately. That's why I really can't make videos by the time I get enough shit to even show. I'll show this. I got a little Elder Scrolls Online poster the other day. I like these little mini posters. You put a lot more shit up. Like I've got a whole wall covered back behind this camera, and it's just all big posters. But while we're showing shit, turn this around. That Wii U box came from GameStop dumpster, and I've got the. That's actually this box is the Game Boy Advance that is going out to Fixation Gaming winner. That is probably going to ship today. And then this, I'm going to cover that part up, is the Halo 4 Limited Edition Xbox 360 console box. The box is in okay shape, but some kid wrote their login and password for Xbox Live on the outside of the box. So that's pretty much it. I really don't have anything else to show right now. But yeah, it's been about 2 weeks since my last video, so hopefully in a couple more weeks I'll have enough stuff I can post another one. All right. Thanks for watching. Check back later. Who knows what I'll do a video on. I may decide to give away that other poster set. So that's it. Please like, share, subscribe. Check out my Facebook page, Retro Reaper Gaming. I will leave a link down in the description. And come back and see me. Thanks.